Hi, I'm Rachel, and I'm a yoga teacher and teacher trainer with YYOGA. And this short hatha sequence is the perfect little pick-me-up for when you are working from home or working at a desk. And it's just one of the many great classes that you can find in our YYOGA video library. So we'll start off by sitting in our chair and just start with a few big, juicy shoulder rolls. So lifting them all the way up to your ears and rolling them back and lifting them all the way up to your ears and rolling them back, and then coming into some wrist therapy, being like a little tiger, rolling the wrists forward and pressing them down and rolling the wrists forward and pressing them down. We'll do that a couple more times. So this is so great for your hands and for your wrists if you've been typing or texting or doing any of that kind of stuff. And then extending one of your hands out, palm forward, reach underneath, grab onto the thumb with your opposite hand and stretch through the wrist. This is like a little Spider-Man stretch. Relax your shoulder down, stretch through the palm of your hand. Take a breath. Give the wrist a little shake out, and we'll do the other side. So stretch that hand forward, reach underneath, grab onto your thumb, and then stretch through the fingers as you gently pull your thumb back. Take one more deep breath, stretch through the fingers, and let that go. Give your hands a little shake. Bringing your left hand onto your chair, take your right arm way out to the side, roll the palm up, drop the shoulder down, and then take a big side stretch. Now anchor a little bit more through your right hip, reach up, and this will help to create a little bit more space for breathing in your lungs. If you've been sitting for a while, this is really going to be nice for you. And then as you inhale, send your breath into these ribs to really open them up. Take another deep breath. And exhale. Let that hand come all the way back down. Take that hand to your chair, stretch your left arm up, turn the palm open, reach up, stretch up. And then lean a little bit more into your left hip, anchor it down, and stretch up through the rib cage. And you can move around a little bit here, so move your ribs forward, move them back until you find a really juicy stretch through your side body. Let your shoulder drop down a little bit, and then breathe deep into your ribs. And then stretch that arm all the way up and back. Again, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. A little stretch for your neck. Tip your ear on over to your left shoulder. Relax the jaw. Keep rolling the shoulders back and down. And you can either stay here or stretch your right arm out. When you stretch your right arm out, you may play with turning that thumb back, turning it down until you find a really nice stretch through the side of your neck. Another option is to add a little weight to your head by bringing your hand over your head and letting the elbow drop down. Now, for me, that's actually a little bit much, but for some of you out there who like a little traction, that can be really good. Take one more breath. Let it go. Then use your hand to bring your skull back up over your spine. Give yourself a little shake. And take the second side. Drop your ear down towards your right shoulder. Roll the shoulders back and down. And then stretch out through your left hand. And that might be enough, or again, you can add a little traction by bringing your hand to the top of your head. Let your jaw relax, let your face relax. So all these muscles actually attach to your top ribs, so take a nice deep breath to create some space. And then use your hand, bring your head back up over your spine. Take your hands onto your chair. As you inhale, little seated cat-cow. Draw your chest forward and up. And then as you exhale, scoop your tailbone under and round your spine. And then continue to move with your breath. So if you've been sitting for a while, this is going to feel really nice just to open your shoulders, open the hips, and give the spine a little bit more movement. And take one more round. And then coming on back to center. Interlace your hands together, press your palms forward. And as you press your hands forward, spread between your shoulder blades. Give them a little stretch. You can tuck your chin a little bit, lift your back ribs up and spread them wide. Take one more breath. Let it all go. And then press your hands up towards the sky. Reach your hands up, get long through the sides of your waist, and then staying this tall and lifted through your side bodies. Let your hands come back down towards your side, finding a little seated back bend here. Draw the shoulders back, your elbows back, and lift your heart forward and up. You can soften your chin down towards your chest, and then send your breath right up into your collarbones. One more deep breath. And then let that go. Coming up to stand, use your chair for support. Hold on to the chair and then give yourself a nice quad stretch through your left thigh. Anchor your sitting bones down and stretch through the top of the leg. Again, this is great for opening up the hips if you've been sitting for a while. So these are the parts of the body that get really tight when we've been working at a desk. Stretch down through the knee. And then release your foot. You can use your chair for balance. Step the left leg way back to come into a nice long lunge. Sit down. Keep your front knee right over your ankle. Squeeze your thighs and bend your back knee a little bit. As you bend your back knee, take your tailbone down to lift through the front of your body and then begin to stretch your left arm up. Lift tall through the sides of your waist. Begin to press your back thigh towards straight and take a nice side stretch up and over to the right. This is so great for opening up the side body and again for stretching the front of your hip. Settle down a little deeper into your stretch. Reach up a little bit more. And then inhale, come all the way back up, lean forward, step forward. Turn around to take the other side. So this time we'll stretch the top of your right thigh. Hug the legs in a little bit, send the knee down towards the floor, and then lift and open your chest. Using the chair for balance, you can send your right leg way back behind you to come into a high lunge. Set yourself up again, find some stability through your feet, and then bend your back knee to take the back of your pelvis down. Sit a little deeper. Squeeze the legs together. Keep that as you begin to straighten your back leg. And now take your right arm way up. Pull in and up through the sides of your waist and take a nice big side stretch up and over towards your chair. And then keep sitting down into your legs, press through your feet, and use the connection to the floor to find more length through your side body. Take one more breath, let it go, and then come all the way back up. I call that stretch the body yawn. Take your hands onto the back of your chair and take your feet nice and wide. From the top of your right thigh, turn your right thigh out. This helps to open the hips up a little bit. Press through your back heel, bend your right knee to a square to come to warrior two. Now just check out your knee, make sure it's tracking right over the center of your foot. Keep wrapping your outer right thigh down as you press your back thigh straight. And then bring your hands onto your chair. And as you sit down deeper into your legs, press your hands into your chair to lift your chest and draw your shoulders open. So you can stay right here with the stability, or if you're feeling good, take your arms out to the side. Now reach through your fingertips. Use this as an opportunity to create more space in your chest. And then sit down just a little deeper to fire up your legs and get your blood flowing. One more breath. And then bring your hands back to the chair. Stretch that leg straight, turn the right toes in and the left thigh out. Anchor through the right heel, lift the front of your pelvis up, and then sit deeply down into your left leg. Keep wrapping the left sitting bone down so that your knee tracks right over the center of your heel. Now make sure your stance is long enough. We're only here for a little bit of time, so get really into it. Bring your front thigh parallel to the floor. Root into your back heel to straighten your back leg. Sit down nice and deep, and then use your chair to lift your chest. Either stay here, or if you're feeling stable, stretch your arms out to the side. Reach and spread your chest open, and then sit down just a tiny bit deeper. Pull your feet towards each other, open your chest, and then straighten your front leg and come on back up. Heel toe those feet in, bring them back and underneath you. And then we'll come into a spinal stretch. Bring your hands onto the back of your chair and come back into an L shape so that your heels are right underneath your pelvis. Stretch your hands out. Bend your knees just a little bit here so that you can extend your hips back. Use the strength of your legs to pull your hips back and then press your palms down to reach your chest forward so you start getting really long through the sides of your waist. Keep that length in your spine as you begin to stretch your legs towards straight. Totally fine to keep the knees a little bent. You can stay right here. This is the most amazing stretch for your spine. Or to add on, step 1 foot back. Keep squaring your hips, press through your hands, and then slowly lift that leg up. Kick back through the heel, keep pulling your chest forward. This is a great stretch for your hamstrings and for your calves. Take one more breath. Stay nice and long through your spine. Bring that foot back down. Taking the other side, reroot your hands, stretch your spine, step your toes back. From your inner thigh, lift your leg up. Kick back through your heel and pull your chest forward. Take one more breath, stretching in all directions. And then go ahead and lower your foot down. Soften your knees. Walk your feet back up towards your chair. Come up nice and tall. Take a moment here with your hands down by your sides. One more time, take a couple of shoulder rolls. And stand and just feel your body alive and awake and ready for whatever comes next. I hope you've enjoyed your practice.